If you weren't in Atlantic City over the weekend, then you missed Marvin Young, aka Young MC. He's the rap artist behind dance club anthems like Bust a Move and Tone Loc's song Funky Cold Medina. We caught up with him at the Atlantic City Weekly Nightlife Awards and got his thoughts on the rapidly changing music industry.
You say me don't check your libido and roll to the church in your new tuxedo.
We're broadcasting in the funky and fabulous Boogie Nights nightclub here at the Tropicana Casino. And guess who I'm standing next to? Award-winning musical artist, Young MC.
Hi, Whitney.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
What brings you to Atlantic City?
Well, I have a performance tomorrow night at Boogie Nights, and I'm taking part in the awards for the AC Weekly Nightlife Awards tonight, so I'm looking forward to doing it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to hearing you. This is so cool. So you're in Atlantic City right now. You're at the Tropicana. How do you like it so far?
I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's cold, but the whole eastern seaboard is cold. I'm coming from Arizona, so whatever. But I like it. The people are nice, and I'm looking forward to a good time.
Yeah, okay, great. Well, we're going to show you a good time here in Atlantic City.
Cool.
So tell us about hip-hop. I mean, you had this award-winning song, Bust a Move. Everybody knows it. They play it at every party. How do you feel that compares to some of the rap songs today?
Well, the problem is that there's not as much artist development. There used to be stuff where kids would look at the artwork and the liner notes and then want to see the pictures and all that stuff, and all that's going away. They just really want the song and who's the producer and what sample do you use and who's guesting on the song. Right. All this technical stuff behind the scenes, and that kind of takes away from the artist being, you know, the phenomenon in terms of the fans. I mean, people want to be artists. They don't necessarily want to listen to music as much. So I think that kind of hurts the possibility of songs being as big today, because there's so much other stuff that goes along with it.
There's definitely truth in that, and I think that'll help some other artists who are looking to come up and kind of really do the right thing and kind of come up and make the right paths and not necessarily go towards that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not about how good the song is. It's really about positioning, and if you can get it in other kinds of media. There's just so many other facets to it than there was when I was coming up.
Yeah. Now, tell us about your inspiration growing up. How did you get to where you are today?
I mean, I stayed in school, and music was a hobby until it became lucrative enough where I could get out of school. But by then, I had my bachelor's degree in economics from USC. So,
wow.
Yeah, so I had that, and I knew I had that to fall back on, kind of. So the music was always something I would just ride, and the ride has kept on going.
I mean, that's a great lesson, I think, for any aspiring artist. A lot of times when you're an artist, whether you're a musician, songwriter, dancer, whatever, you follow that path, but you don't have something to fall back on. So to have that degree is something very important.
Well, yeah, I mean, the irony of it is it's not necessarily the degree itself as much as the experience of going and getting it and also having something else. Because if you're sitting across the table from some music executive or somebody like that, and they know that you have to get this record or you have to get this deal or you're going to starve, then they'll take advantage of you. But if they know that you can do something else, then, you know, they might give you a fair deal. They're more likely to give you a fair deal, especially if you're about as educated as they are.
I think that's excellent advice. For sure. Now, you were on some game shows. I know you were on The Weakest Link, and maybe because you had this education, that's why you won, right?
A little bit. I mean, some of it was guessing. I know that I think my Gettysburg Address answer was pulled out of a foreign part of my body, but it was something where I wasn't intimidated by the questions like some of the other people that were on the show with me. So it was good. Yeah.
That's good. And any other experiences that you'd like to talk about and maybe tell some of our viewers some of your funny stories?
Well, I mean, a lot of the funny stories, it wouldn't be really good to repeat because either they wouldn't be in good taste or I'd be outing somebody that really I don't really need to drop names. But I mean, I've had a good ride, but it's been fun. But I've been smart about things. You don't hear crazy stuff about me in the news or anything like that. Right. So that's what it is. I mean, I take it for what it is. I feel happy and lucky and blessed to be able to continue to do what I love to do for a living 20 some odd years later. Yeah. It's a good thing, and I still use my education. I have my own entertainment corporation. Okay. I'm branching out into other things, trying to write some screenplays and getting songs placed in different kinds of media. So there's a lot of things that I've learned that I could really make the most of. So
I was just going to ask you that about your future endeavors and what you're doing now. Do you have any new songs coming out, or you're going to focus on the back end of that and help other artists?
Well, I perform some newer material in my shows. So what I try and do is promote the newer material when people come out and see my shows, and then I'll do some recording. I'll kind of do some recording when it's warranted. So if I know I have something that's going to be in a video game, in a TV show, in a commercial, then I'll go ahead and make a song for it.
Well, what's a website where we can find out more information about you?
Well, I have youngmc.com. That's my main website. I'm up on Twitter, official YoungMC, and I have a Facebook.com/YoungMC.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you guys for having me, definitely.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Thursday at 8 p.m. for a whole new show. See you in Atlantic City.